what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Solid35 the Wizard back with another reaction. Today we're gonna be looking at some it's about IShowSpeed. I do follow IShowSpeed on Twitch, but I see that he's been doing like a lot of streams, long form streams, like 6 hours or so. So I figured that I'll react to this video. Pretty much that it's only 9 minutes. I'm hoping that this video will give me a summary of what Speed has going on with himself. Today's video that we are reacting to is called IShowSpeed accidentally became a diplomat in China. Let's just check this out. Let's see where it goes. Oh, it's copyright. Wow. He just got everybody there.
IShowSpeed has been doing these nationwide trips for a minute now, but when he went to the second most populated country in the world, I did not think it would go like this. Speed has been branching into different worlds that his peers just won't do. I mean, 98% of creators are not going to go from country to country and have positive relationships with whoever they interact with. We know about the streamers who do worldwide traveling.
Oh, bro, this dude,
being a menace,
I don't like him.
IShowSpeed is being a diplomat, even getting praised by the Chinese government for his attempts at fixing relations between China and the US by streaming.
You're telling me bro got positive social credits just for stepping foot on China and filming it? What other streamer can do this? What other streamer receives praise from my boy Xi Jinping himself? Yo, Speed is him.
And this is no...
That's nuts, bruh. Who would have thought that IShowSpeed would have been the one who could possibly, like, you know, as you saw, like, bring it together. He's wow. I'm kind of baffled. That's really different. I'm proud of him.
Respect to them, but while a lot of streamers are staying at home, doing their version of some sort of subathon, you know, making music, staying stateside, IShowSpeed has leaned into the international appeal of all the things. He is literally a global phenomenon at this point, and I don't think that it should be understated as to how impactful this is. We're talking about the heights that streamers can bring themselves to by, you know, collaborating with this rapper, that rapper, this celebrity, that celebrity. But what happens when you're able to go to different countries like, I don't know, Indonesia, Brazil, Britain, China, and
worldwide,
still have the same success and notoriety that you do have in America? What does it look like when you're able to go to different countries and celebrate their different religious holidays like IShowSpeed did at the end of Ramadan?
Been liking it as well, y'all. Everybody, oh yeah, happy Eid Mubarak. Everybody in the chat, happy Eid to y'all, man.
The thing about these countries is that they don't see a lot of these types of celebrities quite often. They get the Steph Currys, they get the LeBron James every once in a while. But because their relationships with these American companies aren't the best, it's not like a lot of people get to see them quite often. Hell, in China...
Have y'all been hearing these remixes of these songs talking about LeBron James? Y'all let me know what y'all favorite one is in the comments down below. I'll let you know mine once you let me know yours first.
YouTube is banned. So I'm questioning how they even know IShowSpeed. I know their TikTok is different, which really speaks to how big he is.
All those people film.
And not only the fact that he's able to have that type of motion IRL where people are coming and surrounding him like that, but the fact that when streamed to public news, there are 4 million people watching in combination with the millions of people that he has on his stream, which is a crazy thing to say because having millions of people on your stream, 4 million people... IShowSpeed literally had more people watch him than like an NBA Finals game. Now, when you have that much clout in a country that can't even watch your content, let alone really know who you are, you have to be doing something special. You have to be getting praise worldwide.
Bro, ain't no chat. Somebody streaming my stream on a Chinese TikTok Douyin, and they have 1 million viewers. Somebody just sent me the screenshot. That is insane right now. Just imagine if China wasn't banning YouTube.
This is why he's getting the respect.
So somebody waited for Speed to start streaming. They started streaming. All they did was turn the camera on Speed stream, and then they was getting views and getting money. That's wow. Waited for him to start streaming. They just set up their camera like, oh yeah, he's streaming. I bet I'm streaming too. If he's streaming, I'm streaming. That's crazy, bro.
To the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, telling him happy birthday, which is a dream come true for him. But even more so now, he is afforded different opportunities than any other streamer has. He's basically gone to China and become a worldwide phenomenon over there.
They love him. Oh, here go the monk thing I saw. I ain't get to this part.
Now, there's a reason why a lot of this stuff is important to me.
They was hyped too.
There are bad relations between the U.S. and China. And I know it sounds crazy, but the tweets of the Chinese government praising IShowSpeed can go a very long way. I've seen streamers do things this past year or past couple years that I never thought were possible. And it might be crazy to say now, but in 10, 15 years, it might not be so crazy to think that IShowSpeed or DDG or, hell, Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross could be the one to mend relationships between the United States and other countries.
Viral American streamer Speed is in China, and he has been completely at awe at how developed the country is. For many Americans, the image we're given of China is that of a dirt poor country of brainwashed people and bike riders. Speed is showing to his American audience and opinions the complete falsity of this narrative. As any unbiased tourist will tell you, China at this point is far more developed than the US and Europe. Traveling from these countries to China makes...
I can believe that almost every other country is weirdly and oddly overdeveloped, it seems like, than the U.S. Like, we got to catch up, bro. You got to catch it up to do.
Decades or even centuries into the future.
That coming out my mouth just, it sounds so crazy, but it could possibly be true. One of the ways that they could be doing this is by going over and respecting the culture. Now, unlike other content creators, which we'll get to in 2 seconds, IShowSpeed is taking this trip, or other trips, very seriously. He is going to sacred grounds. He is having conversations with the people. He is interacting with them in a very respectable manner.
I get married. Congratulations on y'all married. Hey, can I take the honor and take one of y'all pictures for y'all married? There you go. There you go. Pictures look nice and good. Oh, dude.
Interacting.
Oh my God, Chad. Oh my God, look at that city. China does look better than ours. That looks beautiful, bro. This is what China looks like. This is China right here. I ain't gonna cap. This looks fire.
You about to backflip?
Remember, not 2 years ago, it was extremely difficult for an American to move around in China. I mean, there were visa restrictions, there were laws set in place. So the fact that he's even over here having random dance battles in the streets speaks volumes to what he's able to do. Another reason why this is a big deal to me is because there's a big...
Yeah, it was like not even a couple years ago, like hardly 2 years ago. You just heard about people in China. China is just this place that you can't come in, can't do nothing, it's super strict. You don't want to go there. You could easily go to jail over there if you were like a foreigner. And I believe it is still kind of, well, I don't believe, I really don't know because I haven't been to China personally. But it might still be like that. It might be like that now still, but with IShowSpeed doing what he's doing here, it could change it. It could possibly change it. It could really change it. I think it can. Along with him, he's starting it, but then we got to get other people, other influencers, or other, just figures to follow suit. Got to follow behind that.
This understanding between Chinese people and American people. And I'm specifically talking about Black American people. And you know what they're going to do. You know what they're going to say.
You said what? I'm racist. You're racist? Yes.
I seen this clip just last night on Twitter, on X. Bro, what's going on? What's really going on, bro? What's actually going on here?
Between Chinese people and American people. And I'm specifically talking about Black American people. And you know what they're going to do. You know what they're going to say.
You said what? I'm racist. You're racist? Yes. I'm a bitch. I'm a killer. I'm so sorry about that. But what? I love your girlfriend because your girlfriend is white people. Wait. I don't think you understand what you're saying. Do you speak English? Yes. I am racist. I am racist. What?
This hoe just said she racist. She said she's racist. Like he blurred out the words, but she was saying like the N words and all that. Crisp and clear as day. She's racist. You gotta take it for what it is.
You're gonna love it. 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 Wait, guys. You're gonna love it.
What is it?
Come here, mother. Sabina.
Now, obviously that's not racist, but to be honest with you, what do we expect? Like, the perception of black content creators, black streamers, or black entertainment that has been fed to them, I would presume to be some of the most negative or disgusting, bits and pieces of it, only because there's big propaganda engines and they're not able to freely search on YouTube to see exactly what all black culture is, etc., etc. So they've only gotten skewed versions as to what goes on in America. And then when you have content creators like Johnny Somali over there, doing some of the most disgusting things
being weird,
by
man.
countries like Korea or Japan.
Let's go.
Look, weirdo.
Korea number 1.
Just a whole weirdo. What are you doing?
It makes sense why they would think that some of this stuff is okay to say, or some of these actions are what streamers like. But what IShowSpeed is doing is being one of the first people to lead the charge in dispelling any of those narratives. I would say that his international tours are the yin to Johnny Somali's yang, and what he's doing is potentially, I'm not saying you could break a woman who is actively saying she is a killer and she is openly racist, but the fact that she is able to see a good representation and, this still be broadcast to the public makes her look crazy and makes IShowSpeed look good.
She look dead crazy. She is crazy.
The relationships between the United States and these countries, but he's also building the relationships between black Americans and these other countries, dispelling any sort of propagandist narrative.
For years, the West has demonized China as this poverty-stricken land with no access to human rights. But with people like IShowSpeed and other celebrities traveling there showing the exact opposite, it's starting to make the US look a little bit like in and of itself.
I never thought that China was like poverty stricken, as she said. The human rights thing, yeah, like I said, just strict laws. You mess up one time, you're out of there. I always thought that, yeah, but I never figured them to be like poor. Never thought of them to be poor, and I really don't. They aren't, are they? Right? I don't think they are. I never thought that.
It's going to sound crazy, but what IShowSpeed is doing is unprecedented, and he's paving a way for not just streamers and content creators to be accepted in these countries, but it's a possibility that he is breaking the mold so that African Americans who aren't accepted in other countries can go over there and live freely. Hell, even a vacation would be nice without being met with some sort of racism. And the only person that could do this is a streamer of his caliber who has this sort of international appeal. What Speed is doing shouldn't be taken lightly and should get way more respect and credit that it is right now.
Yeah. Facts, man. Facts. Yeah, I can't say that if China opens up and the relations get better with China that I would necessarily move there or like become a resident and a citizen. But then again, maybe if I take more of a look around at how China runs, I might become a citizen. Who knows? But I mean, I had to just react to it because this could really mean something. And it does mean something to me. Because it's like, man, knowing how, you know what I'm saying, the U.S. and China, they kind of, you know what I mean, ain't on the best talking terms. And here you go, you got this young black kid from America, not only going to China, but going around the world and increasing the relations between black people and just the world. And America and the world. You got an American black teen, well, no, he's not a teenager, but this American black kid just touring the world and like spreading positivity versus the one guy, that Somalian guy who was in Korea like terrorizing people. Yeah, nah, he not it. That's not it. Shout out to that boy IShowSpeed. Shout out to this channel, Oh Meezy. I forgot to shout him out in the beginning. Oh Meezy. I'm going to put the original video in the description down below. Make sure y'all go check that out. Give him a like. But anyway, it's been another successful reaction. I'm Solid 35 the Wizard. And I'm out.